Everyone thanks her contributions, yet Dad stands up, becoming the clown in spotlight as she praises Piers' greatness. Her senior encouraged her to create, but it became comical as Piers forgot her work's name, coloring Dad's face like a palette. Her pride crumbled, turning a harmonious gathering into a karaoke fiasco. Karen tags along with her boyfriend to the bar for some fun, and thanks to some liquid courage, she unloads her feelings about Dad's inaction like a floodgate opening. The family's lack of understanding and work pressure made her feel like her feet were glued to the floor, turning life into a wild carnival where freedom was just she hopes for her boyfriend's understanding. Yet as she talks, he's fixated on the girl opposite, like a sitcom scene. Subtitles: her boyfriend shows absolutely no signs of repentance, leaving the distraught Ellen feeling as though she's lost to an unseen adversary. You think I look different, don't you? I'm not losing my vibe, I'm just tired, Torben tired. Like I just ran a marathon in flip-flops. My mom and I are both exhausted. No one has the patience of a saint quite like you, Mother. Come on, let's go. You genius. Right now, Ellen's mood is like a spilled paint palette, and her relationship with her boyfriend has major cracks. Karen hears the commotion, comes out to lend a shoulder, and in the quiet room, Ellen finally lays it all out with her mom. She asks the burning question, how long must one endure loneliness to survive in this ghost town of a house for a lifetime? Mom says this is her lifeline, home to a quirky family. After spending days together, she starts to get her daughter's lofty ambition. She tells Ellen to go back to NYC to chase dreams, and then the phone rings. It's work calling. The newspaper gig has new developments. Ellen's set to attend a conference for non-literary writers, and there's a press conference in the afternoon. This is her golden ticket. Ready to seize her dream, she immediately books the earliest train and zooms to the hotel. With her identity as a Harvard alum, she jumps the queue to get into the writer's car. While on the train, they start a conversation about what is most significant in life. However, her eyes wander out the window as if she is lost in a daydream. Suddenly, she's back in childhood, recalling a family trip where she pulled the urgent restroom card, forcing Dad to stop for a pit stop. Dad insisted she hold it because we're almost there, and Ellen, always the good girl, tried hard not to disappoint him. Deep inside, she craved her father's approval, wanting his love. She didn't want to let him down either. Desperate for Dad's love, she often wondered if all this counted as proof of affection. Sitting in the passenger seat, Mom sensed her daughter's anxiety and tried to distract her with cows outside the window. Ellen didn't appreciate, retorted, a calf's a term. Kate just smiled wryly. She patiently endured her daughter's stubbornness, turning her love into stitches, while Ellen thought her mom's love was just a given. Not realizing the hardships of being a mom, Ellen called her boss, lied about not seeing the writer, and ended up losing her job. Oops. Dad took her to a restaurant while she was oblivious to her job loss. Little did she know he wanted a serious chat about being rational. Surrounded, she lowered her voice. Outside, maintain image and avoid bad table manners. She promised to explain things patiently to Ellen, but never considered her own issues, leaving Ellen fuming with anger. She challenged Dad on why he didn't take Mom to the doctor earlier. Was he worried it would interfere with his fun and games? She kept berating him, trying to wake up his last shred of conscience and make him see Mom's sacrifices. She even tried to squeeze time to walk Mom through the last stretch, but Dad pretended he didn't hear a thing. Subtitle: she didn't want to acknowledge all the sacrifices her mother made for him. Instead, she completely turned a blind eye to it. The father had severely weakened the bond between her and her daughter. It's just unbelievable. She refused to spend more time stressing over Dad's issues. Instead, she'd indulge in being a happy, good daughter and ditch the high-voltage lifestyle. Ellen sat in front of Santa, making wishes, taking part in the holiday bash from housewives singing carols, sharing melodies that sparked, leaning against her mother, who was becoming a mere shadow of herself. Ellen couldn't shake the thought of how much longer she'd have her around to share laughs. She couldn't predict the future, but at least cherished this moment, unlike Dad, who was always tight-lipped. One day, Mom was in severe pain and hospitalized. Ellen called Dad, but he didn't answer. Swaying to school, she slowly neared her office, once hoping for Dad's praise, but the women's voices inside were an earful. She thought Dad was up to no good when suddenly he appeared behind her, time catching up faster than expected. The hospital was doing all it could. They had to halt chemotherapy, switching to painkillers instead, as Ellen called her boyfriend to apologize for her recent blunder. But when a woman's voice answered, her heart plummeted. Her boyfriend had been cheating on her. Ellen's stress came erupting out, shattering life's fragile pieces. At this moment, Ellen confessed her mistakes, feeling trapped she couldn't return to work. Embroidery stacked up. Then her sister was the first to break the awkward silence. Then her brother chimed in, telling Dad she got expelled from Harvard, and the tennis team axed her too, leaving Dad in disbelief. Kate arrived. Hearing her son landed a legit job with the tennis team, she praised him. However, Dad only focused on the negatives, throwing insults at the kids like confetti. Soon after New Year, Kate's health plummeted, and poor Ellen rushed to handle even the tiniest dishes. She halted Ellen's movement, instructing her to grab another dish from the cupboard. Ellen wanted to reveal that was the special accessibility dish meant just for her. Upon hearing the word accessibility, Mum threw the plate down in anger. It wasn't Ellen's words, but her own body letting her down. It was indeed, as Ellen said, piecing together her emotions, as Mum noticed the tug of war between her and Dad. Instead of just turning a blind eye and doing nothing, Mum invited her into the room to have a heartfelt conversation, gently saying, "I'd like you to sit down. I want to have a chat with you. Just sit down and listen to me for a moment."